What I was going to talk about tonight is indigent health care and what it's costing you as taxpayers. I'll start a little bit about it, and then I'm going to release you. We'll stay around and talk about it. As long as you want to stay, I will stay here with you, but I'm going to release most of you because right now you're missing the president's speech.
Just broke my heart.
Just broke your heart. Yeah. And I'm sure you can find it on reruns, so it'll be there. Anytime a prisoner is put in my jail, I call it mine because I do run it, even though it is your jail. By definition or by default, they become indigent. So you and I get charged for their health care. Right now we have about 700 people in our jail. And that health care is very expensive. We budgeted almost $3 million this year for health care. So that's about a cent, about 1.75 cents on your tax rate goes directly for health care for our inmates, because by statute we have to take care of those people when they're in custody. And Cheryl, this is something I don't even know if you know it, but even veterans under the care of the VA, when they get put in our jail, guess who pays for it? We do. Here locally. Now, I don't like that, Cheryl. I don't think we'll ever get it changed, but it would certainly be nice, because I think a veteran who has served his time and is under the care of the VA hospital, even if he gets incarcerated, should be able to go back to his doctor at the VA and get the treatment that he's been under at the VA, whether we pay for it or not. It just doesn't happen that way. That is very, you know, I hope you don't know about personally, do you?
No.
Hope not.
I agree with you, though.
So, about, on any given day, 25 to 35% of the people in jail today really don't need to be there. And I'm talking about, well, I call them special needs, you can call them whatever you want, people that have some kind of problem, but there's nowhere else for them to go. They get in trouble, they have nowhere to go. When they're on the street, for whatever reason there is, they can't really function in society like you and I do. So they commit a minor crime, they get put in my jail. Things normally go good for them when they're in jail. First off, they get 3 meals a day. They get put on medication to help them with their problems that, guess who pays for it? You and I do. They do really well, they serve their time out, they get put back in the street where there's nowhere for them to go. So they go right back where they came from, same people they're around. It doesn't take long before they're right back in our jail again. It's a continuous no-win situation. What we've come up with, it's not unique to Bell County, but we're one of the first in the area to do it. It's called a crisis intervention team. The government, especially you talk about government getting your hands in your back pocket. By statute, folks, the county is required to put 8% of the tax ad valorem money into indigent health care. Now, it's always been local money that we could control. The government, I'm talking about the state, said you must set it aside. You don't have to spend it, but you must budget and set it aside for indigent health. Up until about 2010, we did a really good job here in Bell County, and we always had money left over. So it would go back into the surplus fund of the Bell County. So that's one reason we have about a $40 million surplus fund today. Since about 2010, we've been spending everything we've had and basically run out of money, because our population continues to go up and the number of special needs people continues to go up, because nothing has really changed at the federal and state level about providing beds and facilities for people who need help. So just continues to mushroom. What has happened, it's called an 1115, if I remember the number correctly, diversion program that the state and the federal government has gotten together and said, if you will send us some of your tax ad valorem money, and we will return it and match it 2.5 times if you put together some programs, intervention programs, to help these people and get them out of the penal system and get them into some other type of situation to help them out. Been a great program. We got into it, and what I'm going to offer you folks is an opportunity to have us back. You said you're going to need some programs this year because it's a dead year. I sent my other 2 people home, and they were on overtime already. And it wasn't doing them justice to really push this through tonight. So I wanted to offer this to you guys. I would love to come back and get into what's called the crisis intervention team that we put together to let them explain what they do and how they are currently helping people who need the help. They do not need to be in my jail. They need to be in some other facility, under some other care. And they also are providing follow-up care to ensure when they get out of that facility that they are being taken care of. So I want to offer that. Is that okay with everybody if we come back and bring those folks back to you? That's what I want to do. And that's why I said it took more than my 2 minutes, but that's all I'm going to offer you tonight. I fed you a little bit of it, but it's very exciting. I mean, it's a great program, and we're really hoping to expand it in a couple of years to where we can provide it to all of our cities, not just the rural area. So I'm going to turn it back over to Jeff, I guess, and that's my speech tonight. I'm not going to say anything else. I baited the hook is what it is. Hopefully we can get a bigger, better crowd next time and maybe not have such political turmoil. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the press is going to say tomorrow.